Encryption technology is important for safe and private messaging on the internet. Privacy is a fundamental right, but the internet is filled with problems like child sexual abuse material, fake news, illegal drug trade, and radicalization. It is important to fight those challenges, and for that, sometimes we might need to reasonably restrict privacy. Problem is that just like a telephone which is used to connect with distant families can also be used to threaten citizens, the internet, which is used for education, is also used for illegally buying weapons. Encryption technology used for private messaging too can be misused by actors for hatching conspiracies and sharing illegal content. It is for these reasons many governments are thinking about weakening the protection of end-to-end encryption technology. But weakening that protection is a violation of privacy, which is a problem in itself and not a solution to the problem. Many experts argue that there is a better way. If encrypted messages are like letters written in a language only understandable by the sender and receiver, then the postman, that is the messaging app, cannot read the contents of the messages. But the postman can still read the address of the sender and receiver, the time it was sent and received, and its weight. All these are called metadata. These may also include the profile picture, status, and registration details as well. It is not the content of the letter, so privacy of the users is secured. But if the user is conducting any criminal activity, then the postman can hand over the metadata to the police on the presentation of a legal warrant. This is an effective way to catch criminals, as stated by Europol in its report, which says that access to the contents of the letter is not the main challenge. It is the tedious MLAT process for accessing metadata from tech companies, which needs to be streamlined for a steady process. We must be cognizant that we do not ask platforms to collect too much data in violation of the principle of data minimization, leading to the violation of user privacy. Proposal to fingerprint each message and store a copy of the same violates this principle and renders users insecure. For instance, having fingerprints of two chats between a person with a counselor and another with a family law practitioner could leak out private family matters. If the fingerprint of all these messages exchanged between Indians are stored at a postbox, then what a criminal might do with them after illegally gaining access is anybody's nightmare. Do we even need to fingerprint messages? Law enforcement's ingenuity can really solve a lot of crimes, and the tools that law enforcement has today actually make surveillance much easier of a suspect. While NSA General Counsel Stuart Baker claimed, metadata absolutely tells you everything about somebody's life. If you have enough metadata, you don't really need content. Former NSA chief further asserted, "We kill people based on metadata." Recently, the FBI, in partnership with other nations, planted a compromised end-to-end encrypted messaging platform called Anom in the black market and used it to arrest over 800 criminals. What we need is to appreciate the technology and then utilize traditional surveillance maneuvers to catch savvy criminals and not break the technology itself, which is crucial to ensure the privacy, safety, and security of the entire nation.